Hi guys, my name is Aoife McCarthy, or I'm at Aoife Marie Beauty on Instagram, and I'm applying to be an Amika educator. If you watched my other video, I just did an updo and I took it down, and so now I'm going to be doing the 2 boxer braid video. So I just took my updo down. Now I'm just going to brush out the curls. And since we curled them all the way from the face, when we brush them out, it's going to create this super cute curl, or the super loose wave that's easy and nice. I like to do this because the day after an event, they want to brush their hair out and still wear it if it's not dirty, and it's going to be really pretty. So for this look, the inspiration is going to be kind of like festival hair. I know a lot of girls, especially in Austin where I'm from, we go to a lot of festivals. There's just a lot going on, and the 2 braids, I'm sure you guys have seen them a ton, they're just kind of overdone now, so we want to kind of do something braided that's a little bit different. So to start this look, I gave her a side part, and we are going to go down and just create a diagonal part back side of her head. So it's going to be a diagonal back. Continue this down until we are on the other side of her bottom hairline. And then I'm just going to clean up my parting. Parting is really important because you are going to see this line very prominently in the entire hairstyle, so take your time to make sure that you're happy with it. And once you're happy with it, make sure you grab all of the little baby hairs. You know, the little strands are going to be the ones that are going to be impossible to get out. And then I am just going to section away the bigger side. And this look is going to do 2 braids, so as you can imagine, we are going to split this in half. And then once you're happy with this one, you can clip it up. We are going to start by taking a little bitty vertical section. We are going to take this piece and divide it into 3 equal sections. So you have 1, 2, 3. Hope you guys can see that. You want to make sure, again, take your time, make sure these pieces are even, because if these aren't even, your whole braid is going to be kind of lumpy and weird looking. So I'm going to take the top piece and I'm going to put it under the middle piece and pull tight. And then I'm going to take the bottom piece and pull it under the middle piece and pull tight. So we're going to go back and forward and do this a lot of times so you can see. I'm going to use my pinky to section off a little tiny piece, and we're going to put it under the middle and pull tight. And then this piece that is on the bottom, we are going to use our finger to pull it under the middle and pull tight. Then you're going to come back up. I like to use my pinky for this, or you could use your finger just to grab some hair. Make sure you're not grabbing any baby hairs from the first section. You're going to pull it under the middle and pull tight. So it's important to remember to put your body in the right angle when you're doing this. Pull under and pull tight, because wherever you stand is where the braid is going to go. So for this braid, you're always going to be standing behind it, and you're just going to follow the shape of the head. So you're going to grab a little piece, pull it under, and pull tight. Grab a small piece, put it under the middle, and that becomes the middle piece, and then you pull tight. So when I was trying to figure out what kind of look to do for this, grab it, put it under the middle, pull tight. I kept coming across, you know, what the difference between Dutch braids and a boxer braid cornrow is. And basically the difference is you need to take smaller sections for a cornrow and just pull them tighter. So that's why we are emphasizing the pull tight at the end of it, or else it'll get kind of slack and it won't look as precise. So you take a section. While I'm doing this, I'm moving my body back around the back of the head. And then I always adjust my fingers, so I'm using my finger, or my pointer finger and my thumb to pinch that middle piece so I know it's not going anywhere. and pull under, and then I just hold it still. That way, this piece, I can add more hair to it, and I know that it's not going to get loose on me. When you get up to here and you have more hair, draw a line straight down with my finger so I can get a clean section to add into the braid. And again, make sure you're moving your body or moving the head like I just did to make sure that the braid isn't going to get a little poof that comes out of it. Like, you know, when you braid hair all the way back in the back of someone's head and push it over their shoulder and it just gives it a weird poof around the ear? That's what we're trying to avoid in the back. Under pinch, grab section. So when I grab my section, I'm just drawing a line with my finger so I can grab all the hair that's supposed to go there, and I pull it underneath the middle section, adjust my hands, and pull tight. Here, underneath, I just draw a line with my finger, make sure I have all of the hair, pull it underneath the middle section, adjust my hands, and pull tight. At the end of this, your finger should feel a little bit pained. Again, I just grab my section with the hair added in, I pull it underneath the middle section, it becomes the middle section, and I pull tight. Same here, I grab underneath, grab all of the hair, pull it underneath the middle section. My camera stopped recording, so I don't think you missed anything because I caught it pretty soon. But we're just still braiding along, so you shouldn't have missed much. So again, I grab extra hair, turn her head. I grabbed extra hair and I added it into the side, pull it underneath the middle section, adjust my hands, pull tight. I grabbed all of the hair from underneath. It's easier when you're coming down this way because the hair underneath is already there. Then I put it in the middle section, pinch it with my fingers, pull tight. I grab more hair, pull underneath, pull it tight. Do underneath, make it the middle section, pull tight, and this is our last section. So I just grab the rest of it, put it underneath, and I'm pulling tight. Make sure when you pull tight, you're on this side of the body where the braid is going, just so you don't get a little corner poof. And then I'm just going to do a regular 3-strand braid. I'm going to take a clear elastic. So we have the elastic, and just so we make it look like it's not something that they could have done at home, we want it to make it look a little bit more polished. We're just going to take a little piece and we're going to wrap it around the rubber band. Hold it flat so it covers more surface area. And then when you have a little tail left, take a bobby pin, put that little tail through the bobby pin, wrap the tail back around the bobby pin so it's that little end doesn't poke out again. And then we're just going to shove it in the back. So now we are going to do the second braid. So we're going to start this by taking a little vertical section, divide it into 3. And just feel to make sure that they are in fact the same size. I'm going to take this top section, put it under the middle section, making it the new middle. And then we're going to take this bottom section and put it under the middle section and pull, making it the new middle section. I'm going to take a little tiny piece from the top and we're going to add it to the top section. We are going to put it underneath the middle, making it the new middle and pulling it tight. Do the same from the bottom. We're going to add a little tiny piece. We're going to add it into the bottom piece. We're going to pull it into the middle. We're going to pull tight, making it the new middle. Grab a piece from the bottom. Make sure you have all of these little stray hairs. Put it in the middle and pull tight. The pulling tight is what's going to really show you the braid, because if you don't pull it tight, it's going to look just very loose and not very braid-like. And make sure you're adding the hair underneath, because if you put it on top, it'll be a totally different braid and it won't look anything like this. The difference is when you put it underneath, you're putting the braid itself on top so you can look at it. Adding a piece from the top, putting it underneath the middle piece, pulling tight. And I pinch it with my fingers to make sure that I don't let it go loose when I grab another hair. Make sure you have all the baby hairs. Grab another piece, add it, put it underneath the middle piece, and pull tight. And then again, I'm just pinching it with my thumb, just that middle piece, to make sure that I don't let it go and let it unravel itself. So add a piece from the top, just comb through, make sure it looks good. Put it under the middle, pinch, pull tight. Grab from this side, underneath. I just like to make sure that all of the baby hairs are added. Put it underneath, pull tight. You grab a little piece, you add it to the side, to the bottom piece. You pull it underneath the middle and then you pull tight. You take your finger and you draw a line to make sure that it's a nice clean section. You add it to the top piece. Put it under the middle piece. Pull tight and pinch with your fingers. So you should be holding in this hand your top two pieces, and the bottom piece should just be hanging out by itself, because you're going to grab it and add more hair to it and put it back in the middle. Put it underneath the middle, making sure that my body is in the direction that I want the braid to go to. I'm going to put it underneath the middle piece, pull tight, and pinch. Grab a piece, add it, put it underneath the middle piece, pull tight, pinch. This is a really great exercise for your fingers if you want strong fingers. Alright, stopped recording again, but we're back. So make sure your body is behind the braid, so you make sure that the braid's going in the right direction, especially when you're on the round of the head. Grab a piece from the bottom, add it to the bottom piece, put it underneath the middle piece, making it the new middle piece, pull tight, pinch. Grab a piece from the top and add it into the top piece, pull it underneath the middle piece, it is the new middle piece, pull tight, pinch. So now you can see it's going down and it's wrapping around the head. Grab a piece, add it to the top. Adjust your body so you're on the right side of the braid. Grab a piece from the bottom, underneath the middle piece. It is now the new middle piece. Pull, grab. This is my last piece that I'm adding into the top, making sure it's super tight. I'm grabbing it, putting it underneath the middle piece, pulling. And then now we can just do a regular 3-strand braid. Grab a little elastic. Braids look curved like this because that's where my body was, but we want the braids to sit on the shoulder. If she had a shoulder, they would sit there. Now we are going to take the one that doesn't have the hair wrapped around. Just take a little piece and make it flat and just wrap it around the elastic. All about the details. Take your bobby pin, you stick that little tail through it, and then you're going to just wrap the tail around the bobby pin. And then you stick the bobby pin up the back of the elastic. Now we can just do something with this top piece. I think we're just going to work with the wave she has because I think that's really pretty. I'm going to take some Undone Texture Spray and I'm going to pick her hair up and spray underneath. All I'm doing is just picking up at the ridges and picking it up and pinning underneath. This Undone Texture Spray is kind of like backcombing in a bottle, so you really don't have to get in there as much because it gives that grit and that, undoneness. And I'm going to stick it in the ridge and just push it up. from here, since we work so hard on these braids, I'm just going to take some bobby pins, make sure that the hair above it does not fall where we work so hard to do 2 braids. So I'm just taking them and I'm holding the hair back and I'm just sliding them and zigzagging them in. And so here we have it. It's kind of like a braided undercut. Thanks for watching. I look forward to hearing from you guys soon. I'm super excited about this opportunity, and yeah. Bye.